Hey, what's going on, guys? Marc Mendez here, the real estate coach. Welcome to a new segment. I'm trying to provide Free Game Friday. So every Friday, I'll drop some knowledge about real estate, something about in real estate that can help you either just know more about the process of buying or selling a home, or just overall anything in real estate you might be interested in. So today we're going to talk about lending and the lending side and the lending process. It's obviously a big factor when you're buying a home. Somebody needs to lend you the money. Unless you're a baller like my man behind the camera, is buying a house cash, you're going to need some sort of lender, mortgage, bank, somebody to lend you. Obviously, interest rates play a big factor in this. Interest rates can fluctuate. I'm not going to tell you what they are because then it kind of dates the video, right? But interest rates and change on a daily and weekly basis. The communication between the realtor and the lender is very important. Must be able to have communication. So what the lender is telling my client, if my client doesn't understand, I need to be able to make sure that I understand what's going on. Now keep this in mind. Me as your realtor, I'm not going to know your financial situation. I'm not going to know how much you make. I'm not going to know what your credit score is. I'm not going to know those things unless you share the information with me. So keep that. That's very important to know. And that's why the communication between a lender and a realtor is very, very important. They need to let me know if it's a good 5, if it's going good, if we can get you there. A great lender is never going to tell you no. Just like a great realtor is never going to tell you no. It's just going to be not right now. So keep that in mind. If you're scared to start looking for a home with the way things are, you're scared to buy, obviously knows the selling side is easier right now. But everyone's waiting for this crash to happen, which I don't believe is going to happen. But who knows? I can't predict the future. Important to have this relationship with the lender because if it's not now, we can put you on a plan for when. If it's 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, it doesn't matter, right? I'm going to be here for you, and your lender should be there for you as well to get you through the process. That's why I say trust the process, because the process is the process. For some people, it's a month. Some people, it's 3. Some people, it's a year and a half. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be there for you, and the lender should be there for you as well. If you know a lender, I don't mind. You obviously choose that. I don't choose that for you. I have several lenders that I use and have used, currently use, people that I trust, people that I've done business with. And so it's just important to be able to have that communication with your lender. And the biggest thing is got to take care of my clients. I don't refer anybody that I don't trust, that I don't feel is going to take care of my client and it's going to look out for my client's best interest and not their own. By the way, that's what's called a fiduciary responsibility. Since I took all my CE hours a couple of weeks ago again, I was reminded of that word, to always look out for the client's best interest at heart. And that comes to another point between a lender and a lender and a realtor, because there are times where if a client is going to go to a new build, they will receive a better rate, a better incentive with the builder's internal lender than they will receive with an external lender. Some external lenders will try to match or will try to compete with the builder. But again, there's oftentimes that the builder will give more incentives if you use their lender. Got to look at the pros and cons. There's what's called fee sheets. And this is really important to have a realtor that understands this, is that maybe the rate is lower, but maybe they have hidden costs, origination fees, different types of fees that are being charged to you as a buyer that you may not have with another lender who has maybe a little higher rate. All right, so it's important to have a fee sheet done, which is basically a breakdown of what you're being charged by using that lender. Interest rate is obviously going to be based off certain things like your credit. That's obviously the higher, well, not obviously, but the higher the credit score. I say obviously because I do this enough. The higher the credit score, the better rate you should be getting. So that's kind of the lending process, man. I love the real estate side of it. The lenders kind of get a bad rap because they're always asking you for, I get frustrated clients that are like, why they ask me for this? Why they want to know this? Well, they're lending you a lot of money. So I always tell them, like, we can go to another lender, but they're gonna ask you the same things. If you think this lender is not being fair, asking you for more things than you think you should be providing, there's rules. There's underwriting rules. So most lenders have to follow, or lenders have to follow certain guidelines for anything. All right, they're what's the word I'm looking for? They're monitored, so to speak, just like realtors with Texas Real Estate Commission. They also have their own board of people that look over and make sure they're licensed and they're educated and things like that. So again, today just kind of want to talk about lending. This is kind of a free-flowing kind of things. If you have any questions or comments, when I post this video, please feel free to ask. If you're looking for a lender, you're looking to get into buying or selling, you're just looking to start the process, get with me. I love to be able to help you, love to be able to assist you, and see if we're a good fit for each other. So again, this is part of the lending process that we talked about today. You're going to have to turn in a whole bunch of documents, W-2s, pay stubs, your firstborn child, your blood type. All right, maybe not all that, but that's what it seems like. So just be prepared. Buying a house is a process, but you got to remember the goal: owning and creating some sort of generational wealth for you and your family and your loved ones. So this is the Real Estate Coach. Again, this is Free Game Friday. Some information on real estate that I'll be touching on a week-to-week basis. If you have any topics or questions that you'd like to know or like for me to talk about, shoot me a message or a DM. And thank you for tuning in to Free Game Friday. This is Marc Mendez, the Real Estate Coach.